In this video, we'll be giving you a roundup of 10 rules of money everyone should be following. But before that, just a reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We'll be giving away a MacBook Pro, iPhone XS Max, or GoPro Hero 8. It's all your choice. So, make sure to leave a like, comment the keyword Money Saving Rules, subscribe, and turn on the notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that easy. Let's begin. 10. Record where your money goes. Before you make your budget, you need to know how much you spend because that'll determine everything. Keeping track means recording everything, even your morning Starbucks coffee, a packet of chips, and impulsive buys. Once you're done writing down, categorize them into sections such as gas, groceries, mortgage, and rent. Make sure all of them are accurate. You can always check your bank statements to do that. Don't exclude anything though. Although if you don't have time for this, you can download a free spending tracker app that will automate most of the process. 9. The 50-30-20 budget. Did you know that about 20% of Americans don't save any of their annual income? Don't be one of them and stick to the 50-20-30 spending and saving rule. This is the simplest budget that breaks down your expenses into essentials, savings, and personal. Obviously, the biggest portion goes to your essential expenditures such as food, mortgage, groceries, transportation, etc. The 20% goes for savings, which includes any sorts of investment plans or saving plans you might have chosen. Lastly, 30% is for you and you only. It goes for anything from entertainment to gym memberships or even dining out and has a lot more wiggle room than you think. The best part is, if you have some left in this portion, you can put it in your savings portion. 8. Get rid of your credit cards. Credit cards are black holes for your paycheck. In fact, 43% of American adults spend more than they earn. The first thing you do when you're out of money is run to your precious credit cards that do nothing but weigh you down with unnecessary and easily avoidable debt. This is a vicious cycle that will land you in a lot of debt real quick. First off, you have to stop spending more than you earn, so you won't ever run out of money. And if you do end up in a situation where you have to use your credit card, make sure it's for a need, not a want. This is especially important when you're not in your senses, i.e., intoxicated or hungry. As Snickers say, you're not yourself when you're hungry. Lastly, avoid making credit card purchases when you're applying for a mortgage, because it creates a huge disparity between your debt-to-income ratio, and this may ruin the relationship with lenders. 7. The 28-36 debt rule. While we're on the topic of debt, it's worth mentioning the 28-36 debt rule, also known as DTI, debt to income. This is the one thing mortgage lenders look at when deciding whether you qualify for a home loan or not. You have to avoid making credit card purchases when you're applying for a mortgage because it creates a huge disparity between your debt-to-income ratio. This may ruin the relationship with lenders. When we look at the statistics, it shows us that since 2013, the average credit debt has gone up by 18.5%. The 28-36 rule will help you move away from that percentage because the rule states that 28% should go to your housing expenses such as monthly principal, interest, property taxes, and even insurance. And the 36% is for any debt such as car loans, student, or personal loans. For example, if your income is $5,000, $1,400 would go to housing expenses, while $1,800 goes to paying off your debt. 6. 20-4-10 car loan rule. If you're looking to buy a car, it can be easy to get tempted to buy a super expensive and fancy vehicle. With this method, you'll avoid overspending. The 20% is the percentage of the down payment you'll pay. It may seem like a lot, but it'll keep you from spending more than the car is worth. So, using the savings method we told you about, pile up some cash for this. The 4 stands for the number of years your loan will go on for. It's to keep the interest amount at bay since the longer you stretch your loan, the more interest you pay. Lastly, 10% is for loan payments that you'll make every month. This is to be under 10% of your monthly income, or it'll start to weigh you down. 5. Put your phone to use. If you have an abundance of digital devices in your house or even just a smartphone, you can utilize it to help you budget. After all, 63% of people with phones have a financial help app. Why not become one of them? One app you can use is Due, which helps you speed up the process of receiving payments and invoicing other people. Automation is a great app that'll aid in paying your bills on time to avoid late fees if you want to automate your bills to help with the financial responsibilities. Moreover, digitizing your bank account is best for people who are often out and about and gives you easy access to your money. People who started using finance apps spent 7% less on average in just 12 months. 4. Set savings goals. When you reach your savings goals, what will you do with them? If you haven't decided, you might end up wasting your savings on anything without value. Setting goals will not only encourage you, but also allow you to reward yourself for reaching new spending limits. Your goals could be long-term or short-term. The former goals include a vacation for yourself or your family, or a down payment for a car, while the long-term goals, lasting up to 4 years or more, could be for down payments on a home or a remodeling project. Additionally, it could also be for retirement or your child's education. One issue with these goals is that they can take a long time to meet. That's why you can set a small and achievable short-term goal for something fun, such as buying some gold jewelry, which can be seen as an investment, or a new phone. The psychological boost you'll receive from these goals will reinforce the habits of saving. 3. Set up an emergency fund. One thing that every household needs is an emergency fund, because you never know when disaster will strike. Your fund depends on the condition of your family and job. If you're a 2-income household or have had a successful and steady job for years, then you'll only need a 3-month fund. However, if you're the only one earning, you're self-employed, or only earn through commission, then opting for a 6-month fund will be your best bet. Furthermore, if anyone in your house has a medical condition, then keeping a fund just for a medical emergency will be a smart idea as well. It is quite obvious that your emergency fund should be liquid and in an easy-to-reach place such as a simple checking account or money market account. The thing is, 2/3 of Americans struggle to save up to $1,000 in an emergency fund, thus proving the importance of this fund. 2. Trim your expenses. A lot of the time, many of us think that our high expenses are set in stone and can't be brought down. But those who follow a budget know that's not true. When you lay out every purchase you make, it's easier to identify the non-essentials from essentials. You don't have to cut entertainment out of your life. All you need to do is look for low-cost events that'll be fun for you and your wallet. And you must cancel subscriptions and memberships you don't use, especially when they renew by themselves. The more you trim your expenses, the easier it will get to rack up on your savings and actually reserve money for things that are important. 1. Make it a habit. The trick to budgeting and making wise money decisions is to be consistent about it. You can't follow a budget for a month, then let yourself go. One of the biggest mistakes people do while saving money is having phases of being frugal and overspending. You can't spend 1 month saving up and then the next 2 months blowing money without a care. Stick to one budget and review it every 2 or 3 weeks or so to make changes according to your financial situation. And if you're not encouraged enough to do it alone, ask a friend or partner to do it with you so you can stop each other from eating out too much. When you start to approach money savviness with a long-term approach, you'll automatically find it easier to get better at it. And who knows, maybe you'll end up a millionaire in a few years. It's not as unrealistic as you think. That's a wrap for 10 rules of money. Which one of these did you find the most helpful? Let us know in the comments section below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for similar content. See you in the next one.